Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Gizmo Joe. Today we'll be taking a hands-on look at the Oppo A73 mobile phone. The A73 is a mid-range phone that, as far as I can tell, is only available in Australia. I purchased mine from Target's eBay store for about 179 Australian dollars, which equates to roughly 130 US dollars. The device usually retails for about 299 Australian or roughly 220 US. Unfortunately, the eBay deal is no longer active, but I'll leave a few links in the description in case you're interested in picking this model up for its regular price. Under the hood, the Oppo A73 runs the octa-core MediaTek MT6737T chipset at 2.5 GHz with 3 GB of RAM and 32 GB of storage, which is expandable up to 256 GB with a microSD card. This is all powered by a 3200 mAh non-removable battery. Finally, the A73 runs Android 7.1 out of the box. During my initial unboxing, I was struck by how light the A73 is, weighing in at a mere 150 grams. Whether you like the design of the phone is going to depend on how you feel about Apple's aesthetic. The A73 takes many of its design cues from the iPhone 7, from similar curves to the placement of the camera. On the right side of the device is the power button and the SIM card tray. The volume rocker can be found on the left side. Finally, the micro USB charging port, 3.5mm headphone jack, and mono loudspeaker are located on the bottom. The front of the device, you'll find the earpiece and the f2.0 16 megapixel selfie shooter. There are no hardware navigation buttons on this device. Instead, it relies on virtual keys that appear on screen during operation. On the back, you'll find the f2.2 13 megapixel single lens camera and the fingerprint scanner. While the phone is made of plastic, the minimalist design and the smooth curves really appealed to me. It looks good and feels great in the hand. The A73 features a 6-inch 1080p screen in an 18:9 aspect ratio, which allows it to be housed in a 5.5-inch body. The screen is crisp and clear with good viewing angles and sufficient brightness for use in the sun. However, I found the color reproduction to be just a tad dull when compared to other devices. Of course, if you've enabled the System UI tuner, you can play around with contrast and saturation, so it's not a huge deal. Geekbench pegged the A73 at 890 for the single-core score and 3702 for the multi-core score. During everyday use, the A73 is very snappy and responsive. There's virtually zero lag when opening apps, and multitasking is smooth and without any hiccups. The A73 is marketed as a selfie lover's phone. I'm not a huge selfie person, however the 16 megapixel sensor seemed to do a reasonably better job than other devices I've tested. The front-facing camera is also able to simulate a bokeh effect, which, when it works, can really up your selfie game. The back camera, while not fantastic, is still capable shooter. The shutter speed is quick and there is little noise in the images. As is usually the case with these mid-range phones, the more light you have, the better the photo. The A73 also features facial unlocking. However, during my use, I found it to be a bit hit and miss. When it works really well. In well-lit environments, my face would unlock the phone well before I expected it to. Unfortunately, if you don't have good lighting, the facial recognition falters. That being said, the fingerprint scanner is accurate and speedy, and I found myself using it more anyway. The only downside to the device is that it runs Oppo's own fork of Android called Color OS. It's a skin that makes the phone look and behave like, you guessed it, iOS. This didn't bother me too much as I was able to adapt to it fairly quickly, however some people might be turned off by it. Overall, I think that the Oppo A73 is a great phone for people who are looking for something that won't break the bank. It features good performance and a very capable camera setup that will satisfy most users. In addition, it's not a grey import and you'll be covered under Australian warranty if you decide to pick it up. So if you've been thinking about picking up a Chinese phone but were a bit wary about it, give this one a try. That's going to do it for this week. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all next week with another video. This is Gizmo Joe, signing off.